yourself?
Hey, we're back! Game for third, actually, because FoCuS and LawLiet have the same amount of wins and the same amount of map losses. They have to play a tiebreaker. It's best of one. It's going to determine the winner will play against Lynn. The loser will end up against Reprisal. Ladies and gentlemen, the final game of today. Before we go into the playoffs on Sunday, here we go.
All right, our participants for the playoffs, as Neo just said, have been determined already. This is about third or fourth place, and I can definitely imagine that FoCuS does not want to lose this one, because if he loses, he has to play against Reprisal, and FoCuS, as we all know, he does not like to play against humans. Probably his weakest matchup. YAWS says he only loses to the bad. He only loses to the bad humans, which is him. But Reprisal, judging from his performance today, he is also one of the good humans. And yeah, best of one this is, guys, not a best of three. So on Turtle Rock, everything is gonna be decided. And how many epic games we had on Turtle Rock already today. The APAC WCA Qualifier is drawing to a close. This is our very, very, very last game. And we saw these two guys playing a lot recently. Jera Cups, Russ Brain Cups, NWL, and a lot of other tournaments that I'm forgetting right now. These guys know each other inside out. Actually, they are good friends, in fact, in real life. So much so that in quite a few of their games, they were trolling around with zappers, with all kinds of silliness. But I can definitely see FoCuS trying his hardest here because, again, I don't believe he wants to go up against Reprisal in the playoffs. Coming on Sunday, again on this channel, again with us casting, again pretty soon and early in the morning. Not as early as today, but still pretty bright and early. Well, early game is underway. We have Blade Master against Demon Hunter. And we have no one borrow tech for FoCuS. He's switching it up. I think Lynn, also on Turtle Rock on that crazy game we just saw a few minutes ago, was going for the 2 borrow tech. But Lynn is, making a change here. Seems like he's not satisfied with the way that the games have been going against LawLiet, because of course they played already, and there he lost 2-0 pretty convincingly.
True. And yeah, Blade Master being here chased by the Demon Hunter, so LawLiet is aware of the fact that he is creeping that Augur Magi, but I don't think that there's all too much that it can do about that. The most crucial part would be killing that Voodoo launch, but I think he is too late for that. Let's see what the item is here for the Orc player. It is the Talisman of Evasion immediately being sold, and there we can see how different it is for players to determine what is the good item, what is the item that I will immediately sell, and so on and so on. For Lynn, for example, he gives a lot of value to this Talisman of Evasion. He kept it throughout the entire game, I guess. And it helps the Blade Master a lot in so many circumstances, but yeah. So FoCuS doesn't like it at all, selling it immediately, selling his Town Portal, getting himself a Circlet, and I think, Dust of Appearance as well. I was thinking, did he sell something else? Nope, he didn't.
And because of the 2 borrow tech, we can see the difference in techs right now. When you go for the 1 borrow, you are ahead of the Night Elf, but this way, the Night Elf is actually a decent chunk ahead of the Orc. This can open up great harassment possibilities for a Beastmaster coming later on, of course, which is what we can expect. Now losing an Archer to the Blade Master, he was hanging around waiting for that kill. The Demon Hunter, in the meantime, he's not accomplishing anything, man. He got a Cloak of Shadows, but he's just hanging around the Orc main, trying to find him, trying to burn him. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's not working. And now he's losing the Ogres that were supposed to be his at some point, giving the Blade Master level 2 already, and he has the start of a great inventory to get into the mid-game here.
Yeah, it's kind of scary that the boots fall to the Demon Hunter and not to the Blade Master, because he was dropping kind of low here, but he still got enough mana to actually Windwalk away. 3 grunts now, and he's not sticking to that 2 grunts build. He's even getting a 4th grunt, and I really like how he's changing things up. It seems like he figured out that against his mate, LawLiet, it's not working anymore with those 2 grunts and the TC, because basically what the problem with that is, as soon as the TC comes out, he cannot creep anything alone. But with 4 grunts, you can creep pretty much every single camp on that map. You can even creep the red spot with 4 grunts and a TC if you surround that big ogre and you get that experience from that. It's definitely worth it. So I like that build way more. I see how it's beneficial to have the 1 borrow tech, but you can still follow it up with at least 3 grunts and that triple borrow that he uses. or that we have seen from Lun at least, that Lun uses. So what is the item here? Demon Hunter has to be very, very careful. He's attacked by the turtles and by the orc, and he got 2 claws of attack now.
Yeah, man.
Wow, nice pimping.
Double claws and only about 100 experience away from level 3. But he doesn't want to go for that right now, because right now tier 2 is finishing, and that's when he has to expect the Beastmaster harass. But speaking of which, where is the second hero? He went back to his main with the demon to get the staff. He sold the boots of speed, by the way, so he's really looking for every bit of cash that he can collect here. And right now he's at the tavern. He is ready to get the Beastmaster. Blade Master being revealed, but he sees this coming a mile away. Grunts are in position. There's only one entrance to the base. Thank God, FoCuS. It seems like you remembered how to build a proper base again. And if he doesn't get in here with the Staff of Teleportation, which he cannot do because he used the staff to get back home. So the tier 2 buildings are later than they can be, but the grunts, the bouncers, as you like to call them, they're in position. And with this Blade Master being such a threat here in the early game, doesn't look like LawLiet can accomplish anything here, honestly.
Yeah, but I don't think that he wants to accomplish all that much. That looks a little bit like distraction to be like...
4 grunts around, maybe? No, not
Staff of Preservation still that he can give to the Demon Hunter. But if he surrounds both of the heroes, that would be like very crucial. But he kills a grunt, and this is something that I thought is not possible with that 4 grunt and 2 hero combination, sniping one of them. But the Ancient of War is in such a good spot, he can actually fall back into that like with 2 talents and start creeping the middle already. And this would have been such a nice creep spot. If he wants to go for that right now, that would be the perfect time, I guess, because the Orc player is also looking to find himself some experience points. And why not use the time and the space that was just created to creep that? And yes, he's stepping in on that and he's starting to creep.
Yeah, but seriously, that grunt loss, what was that? He wasn't microing it at all. Was he hoping to keep the surround blocked long enough with the grunt? But there was a staff and a TP. That just looked like a bit of a brain fart. I don't know, maybe he was trying to go for something which I just cannot see. But yeah, seemed a little bit unnecessary. But he still has enough grunts to continue creeping comfortably, getting another nice item. Man, these drops, well, I guess from the one, what was it called? The Talisman of Evasion, which is actually pretty nice for some players, as you mentioned. Lun liked it, you like it. Well, FoCuS doesn't, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna like the Zombie Mask. He's also gonna like the level 3 on the Blade Master. He may not have boots, but he's pretty damn quick. And the Night Elf was doing exactly what you were suggesting, getting that safe creep camp, getting the turtles, getting not level 2 on his Beastmaster. He was sharing the experience with a Demon Hunter. I thought for a second he may have been solo creeping, but no. Orc shows up, tries to disrupt this creeping, but he's too late. But now, LawLiet is really pinned in his own base. Until he has master training, it is super dangerous to go outside, but he still has the TP, so he has a bit of a get out of jail free card. And he seems like he is daring to go out.
I just realized while he starts creeping that red spot that usually the Watcher Ward is really important at the Goblin Merchant. But in this case, look at the Watcher Ward. It's in such an odd spot that you can barely see anything. But there is it, the Cloak of Flames. You didn't like it earlier today. I'm not sure if you changed your opinion on that. But I think even against Talons sometimes, even you spend like most of the time in the air, if you have that moment where you are not in the air and when you are close by some Talons surrounded by a few units, then this thing can actually pay off for itself.
Yep, if you do get the downtime, or the uptime rather, of your heroes on the ground, it is pretty damn good against Talons, but how much uptime is he gonna have? Is he maybe gonna need that extra bit of cash influx at another point sooner? Well, for now he keeps the item, he's going for the main base of the Night Elf, but LawLiet is a little bit afraid. He is hanging around inside his main. How far away is the mass training? It is done, but he doesn't have critical mass just yet. It's only 6 talents, there is an Orb of Venom, but there's no Tinker here, there's no Heal Scrolls here, there's no Invulls here, no Healing Pots, so LawLiet still needs a bit more time.
And look at the cheeky expo here from Mr. LawLiet, setting up the expansion where the Orc player crept earlier. It's the natural expansion of the Orc, and now we're gonna see that a peon is being sent over to that location, and that will be a good scout. I'm glad that he's sending that one.
He knows about this possibility. Oh, he's actually going there to expand himself. Maybe he hasn't even seen it yet. Maybe he doesn't care if the Night Elf sees it. He's looking super strong. By the way, the next drop for the TC, a mana potion, a greater one. The drops are absolutely insane. Invul immediately used on the Blade Master, going for the Beastmaster, taking so much damage. Has to use the TP right away. How many talents is he gonna lose on the retreat? 2. But also a lot of the other ones are hurt kind of bad, thanks in part to the Cloak of Flames and FoCuS, man. Winning the first fight easily, getting 2 talents killed, forcing the TP, getting a lot of more damage onto LawLiet, and this is looking totally different. FoCuS didn't stand much of a chance against LawLiet, but here in the game, in the third place decider, he is looking super strong.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Like, I think this is the most impressive game that I've seen from him today, or like maybe the one that is like the most solid one, because I don't see him shake in that game. Beside the one grunt loss, that is questionable. I don't know what just happened there. It's already like getting late in career. He played several hours on high level here, on the highest level in career. And yeah, it's definitely getting to him maybe in terms of losing that one grunt, but this game looks so solid. All the items drops in his favor. He gets everything that he needs basically. Now even catching some reinforcements. Cyclones being used here immediately, but still being caught off guard with the raiders that are coming to the party, killing off that Talon, going for another one. And the Blade Master is closing into level 4, TP being called here from the Night Elf player. And he was just creeping the Goblin Merchant on the other side of the map. But to be honest, his items are not looking that impressive. An Invo Potion on the Blade, on the Demon Hunter. One heal scroll on the Beastie. And it's level 2/2/1. This is not something really impressive, especially if you don't have level 2 mana burn available against a level 3 TC.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get into as well. Not only the items aren't impressive, neither are the hero levels for LawLiet. First Shockwave hitting pretty nicely. I think that was 3 talents. He uses the TC while he's still far away. This means there's going to be another Shockwave. At least there should be. Well, there's definitely going to be, because again, only level 1 mana burn. Here we go. Next Shockwave hitting 2 talents. Not that amazing, but I don't know if he even needs it. Pocket Factory in the front being taken out right away. And the Raiders again finding their way towards the talents. First one has been killed. This is the only and the last heal scroll for LawLiet that has been used already. Speed scroll on all the orc units. Everything is moving into the talents. LawLiet losing unit after unit. Only 44 remaining. FoCuS still up at a towering 57. And now the Beastmaster might be in trouble. There's no invul though on the Blade Master. He's being cycloned all the time. But now Disenchant. Here come the crits. The backstab, I mean. And the Beastmaster is down. Finally level 3 for the Demon Hunter. But is this too little too late? Might just be the case. Bad Riders even coming in now. Only 4 talents remaining. And it's going to be fewer in just a second. Level 2 on the Tinker. But this all seems to be a little bit too late for LawLiet. FoCuS finally, as you said, performing really well. What I was expecting for this entire tournament. 33 supply, 28 supply, and snares coming en masse. He's losing everything. That's it. This wasn't even close. LawLiet taking the tiebreaker easy. And he advances. FoCuS advances, excuse me. LawLiet loses, of course. FoCuS advances, taking the tiebreaker easy. So FoCuS ends up third, will play against Lyn. And LawLiet is in fourth, will have to play against Reprisal on Sunday.
Yeah, and he's basically dodging the bullet, because if there's one player that he doesn't want to face, it's Reprisal, because he feels so weak against Human. And yeah, this game was definitely worth it for him. Now he has an Orc Mirror up his sleeve. No, is it actually?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, an Orc Mirror. And do we know the result from today from Lyn against...
Oh, that's a good question.
Lyn
That would
against
be,
FoCuS?
Yeah,
Lyn against FoCuS, yeah.
Was it 2-1 for FoCuS?
Okay, so that kind of tells the story of a close game, a 2-1. Not a big fan of Orc Mirror, I have to say, but if these guys go at each other, I'm definitely watching.
Not only watching, but casting, of course.
And Human against Night Elf once again.
Oh yeah.
That will be